Now, here's where things really started getting people talking. Melody didn't go live to defend herself. She didn't throw out accusations, and she definitely didn't call anyone by name. Instead, she simply shared a message filled with faith, gratitude, and confidence. But if you've followed this story for any amount of time, you already know Melody has a way of saying a lot without saying very much. Her post talked about allowing people to gossip, judge, and make assumptions while she focused on letting God handle everything behind the scenes. She made it clear that no matter what people say or try to do, she's choosing peace instead of constant back-and-forth drama. Then came the line that had everyone paying attention. She shared that for the past 4 weeks, she'd been surrounded by what she called Earth Angels. She described these people as individuals who had shown up for her in incredible ways, offering support, protection, encouragement, and love during what appeared to be a very challenging period. To make the post even lighter, Melody joked that if those Earth Angels ever decided to send her an invoice for everything they've done, she'd gladly pay every penny. It sounded positive on the surface, but long-time love and marriage, Huntsville viewers immediately started asking one question. Why specifically 4 weeks? That detail wasn't random. Fans quickly began putting together a timeline, trying to figure out exactly what had happened during that period that would make Melody post something so heartfelt. And once people started connecting the dots, the conversation exploded. Many viewers believe the timing lines up with recent developments involving Martell Holt and the ongoing challenges surrounding their co-parenting relationship. Now, to be fair, Melody never directly connected her message to Martell. She never mentioned his name. She never accused him of anything in that particular post. However, because of everything that's happened between them over the years, fans naturally interpreted the message through that lens. Comment sections filled up almost immediately with viewers sharing their own theories about what Melody might have been referring to. According to many fans who have followed this story closely, the last several weeks have reportedly been filled with additional tension surrounding their co-parenting situation. Again, these discussions are based on public conversations and fan speculation, not confirmed statements from Melody herself. But when enough people start noticing similar patterns, it's understandable why everyone begins asking questions. And honestly, this isn't a brand new conversation. The relationship between Melody and Martell has been one of the biggest storylines connected to love and marriage, Huntsville, for years now. Ever since their divorce became public, almost every interaction between them has sparked another round of discussion online. Whether it's something posted on social media, a public appearance, a court update, or even a simple Instagram caption, fans analyze every single detail. That's exactly what happened here. But what makes this moment feel different is Melody's approach. Instead of matching negativity with negativity, she's presenting herself as someone who's focused on healing, growth, and faith. Rather than arguing publicly, she's allowing her actions to speak louder than lengthy explanations. And surprisingly, that quiet confidence may have had an even bigger impact than if she'd openly criticized anyone. Because silence often leaves people asking even more questions. People started wondering, what happened during those 4 weeks? Who are these Earth Angels? Was Melody referring to a private battle that supporters don't even know about yet? Those unanswered questions only fueled more discussion. At the same time, viewers also shifted their attention back toward Martell Holt. Many fans believe that successful co-parenting requires respect from both parents, regardless of what happened in the relationship. Across social media, countless people shared the opinion that children deserve parents who can communicate peacefully without constantly creating unnecessary conflict. According to those fans, maturity isn't measured by who wins arguments online. It's measured by how well parents protect their children from unnecessary drama. That's why so many supporters say they continue to stand behind Melody. From their perspective, they believe she's trying to move forward while keeping her focus on her children, her businesses, and her personal growth. Of course, not everyone agrees. There are viewers on both sides of the conversation. Some feel both Melody and Martell share responsibility for the ongoing tension. Others strongly believe one side has handled things much better than the other. Either way, one thing is impossible to ignore. People are still deeply invested in this story. Years after their divorce, every new development immediately becomes headline news inside the LAMH community. And then, another layer was added to the conversation. Fans once again brought Arionne into the discussion. Although Melody's message never mentioned Arionne, viewers couldn't help connecting everything together because of the long history surrounding this situation. Across different platforms, people began asking why someone would stay in a relationship if they consistently see public conflict involving the other person's previous relationship. Some commenters argued that how someone treats the parent of their children can reveal important things about their overall character. Others pushed back, saying outsiders never truly know everything happening behind closed doors. That's why opinions remain divided. Still, one thing became clear. The public conversation was no longer only about Melody and Martell. It had grown into a much larger discussion about accountability, relationships, respect, and the example adults set for the people around them. And just when everyone thought the speculation couldn't get any bigger, even more rumors started circulating online involving additional individuals connected to the ongoing drama. We'll get into all of that next. But just when it seemed like the conversation had reached its peak, another twist pulled even more people into the story. As discussions spread across social media, fans started mentioning other names connected to the ongoing drama. Different commentary pages began sharing theories, while viewers exchanged opinions about people they believed had somehow become part of the situation. Now, it's important to separate facts from speculation. At this point, much of what was being discussed online came from fan conversations, commentary channels, and public opinions not officially confirmed statements. So, as always, it's best to look at the full picture before jumping to conclusions. That said, when thousands of people start noticing similar patterns, it's easy to understand why the conversation keeps growing. One topic that keeps resurfacing is Martell Holt's behavior over the years. For many longtime LAMH viewers, this isn't about one single disagreement or one isolated incident. Instead, they believe they're seeing a pattern that has repeated itself time and time again. That's exactly why many fans say they've become less willing to give Martell the benefit of the doubt. In their eyes, this isn't one bad day or one unfortunate misunderstanding. They believe it's part of a much bigger story that has unfolded over several seasons and continued even after the cameras stopped rolling. Whether everyone agrees with that opinion or not, there's no denying that it's become one of the biggest talking points in the fan community. Now, let's shift our focus back to Melody for a moment, because while everyone else seems busy debating the drama, Melody appears to be focused on something completely different. If you've followed her social media lately, you'll notice a consistent message. She talks about faith. She talks about purpose. She talks about protecting her peace. And more importantly, she often encourages people to stop allowing negativity to control their lives. Instead of responding to every rumor or criticism, Melody seems determined to let her accomplishments speak for themselves. That approach has earned praise from many of her supporters. One message she recently shared especially caught people's attention. She talked about the idea that people eventually reap what they sow, but not always where they expect to. In other words, the energy people put into the world eventually comes back to them, even if it happens in unexpected ways. For many fans, that wasn't just a motivational quote. They believed it carried a much deeper meaning. Again, Melody never mentioned anyone by name. And honestly, this entire situation raises more questions than answers. Whether Melody's message was simply about gratitude or a subtle response to everything that's been happening behind the scenes, one thing is clear: fans are paying attention to every move. As more updates continue to surface, this story will likely keep evolving, and we'll be here to break it all down for you. For now, we'll leave it there, because the conversation is far from over. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Melody was sending a direct message, or are fans reading too much into her post? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest love and marriage, Huntsville news and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.